Thank you guys for tuning in to another video of Shay and Meek for real, for real. Today I am solo dolo. For those who don't know, I am Shay. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when another video uploads. So today I basically just want to give y'all a little life update. I know Meek and myself have been gone for quite some time, and we've probably been dropping videos here and there. It's not as much as we normally do, but a lot has transpired. So, take you guys back real quick. I think I told you guys before my initial orthopedic, and this is regarding my knee surgery, suggested I have surgery. So I decided to go get a second opinion. So I went and got a second opinion, did some x-rays, some CT scans, and he suggested that I needed surgery as well. Keep in mind, I have already done about a month or so of physical therapy, and it was getting worse, and my knee had done popped on me twice in one setting, so it was really getting worse. So went and got the second opinion, and they, he was saying that I need a lateral release. From my understanding, what a lateral release is when your knee is tilted a little bit left or right, and your kneecap can be tight. Cut a ligament off so your knee can be able to snap back in place. And over time, of course, with physical therapy, you'll need to strengthen that ligament. So my knee was, from the second opinion, the doctor that gave the second opinion was moving 20 to 30% of the time. Anytime there was any movement, it wasn't terrible. From both doctors' perspectives, it wasn't as bad as, other patients. And I really think they just really wasn't truly taking me serious. Like, they was like, how can you be in pain? Because I see people who have a complete knee dislocation, and I can understand them being in pain. Like, you're like a 1% that we get. And I'm like, everyone is different. I have a low pain tolerance. Because I don't get hurt. I played sports for a very long time, never been injured. The most I've had is probably a finger jam. So I guess with age and hereditary stuff just catching up with me. So I decided to go back to the first doctor and let him review and see and talk about what the second doctor said. He sort of agreed with he did agree with the second doctor to do the lateral release. The first doctor only want to do I think they call it arthroscopy, where they go in, they clean up your knee. Like they said, they remove debris. What type of debris, I don't know. And they thicken your fat pad, which is like a cushion between your knee and other bones, so it's not actually rubbing together, causing friction. So he was like, yeah, I think, what he's saying can be beneficial, but we won't know until you actually in the surgery. So I was like, cool. So basically at this point, I done had, all the exams, all the x-rays, all the tests that I could possibly have. And at this point, it was going to be up to my decision to actually go ahead and pull the plug and have the surgery. So, I was like, okay, we're going to go ahead and do the surgery. I decided to go with the first doctor to do the surgery because, it really didn't matter who I went with, but I decided to go to the first because I already had him scheduled to do the surgery, and I wanted to get it done ASAP because at this point it was causing me a lot of pain. I asked them, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know, TAMIKYO loaded up videos or if we're going to load some videos, but we did, record some of the hospital visits just to give y'all a little update, behind the scenes. But the first doctor, they set the expectations. So I'm like, boom, what all do I need to know? They was like, we're going to keep your appointment scheduled for the no, it ain't the 28th. The appointment was on the 22nd. He was like, him and his assistant or whatever was like, so this is what they expect. You're going to have the surgery. Surgery is going to be about 30 minutes long in total. You need to have someone. I don't even know what they told me. I need to have someone to drive me. They were just like, it's going to be 30 minutes. It's going to be quick. The surgery itself is probably 10 minutes, but you'll be under, 30 minutes in total. They were like, you'll be able to, we're going to bandage you up. We're going to bandage your knee up. And you're going to have it bandaged for a couple of days. And I was like, so how soon should I be able to drive? And they was like, oh, you should be able to drive in like, you know, as soon as you come off the pain medicine. And I was like, well, typically, I know everyone is different, but typically how long does someone stay on the pain medication? They was like, oh, just a few days, probably like 2 or 3 days max. I was like, cool. I said, so are there going to be any restrictions as far as driving? It was like, well, you're not going to be able to drive soon coming out of surgery because, of course, you're winging yourself off the anesthesia and all the pain medicine, what have you. But within the next day or so, you should be able to drive. So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm just going to have a bandaged knee. I'm going to be limping around for the most part. The first day or two, I may be out of it a little bit of pain. And the reason why I was like, cool, is because they was like, you're going to start physical therapy the next freaking day. So even though I would have just had the surgery, I'm like, I'm not really a type of person that likes medicine. So if he's saying all this, I'm probably not going to be like sedated or out of my mind. So boom. Sign the paperwork. I'm going over how much stuff going to cost, setting my expectations, you know, talking about work and stuff like that. And that was pretty much it. That was like, okay, see you, what, Tuesday? So yeah, so really the only additional information the lady gave me was not to eat or drink or have anything minty the night before, and to wear a pair of shorts. So I was like, I specifically asked her, so with the procedure, am I going to have to undress, or they going to be able to get to the knee or whatever they need to get to if I just have on a pair of shorts? She was like, yeah, just have on a pair of shorts. It'll be fine. Woo, woo, woo. So what I did, oh, yes. So I was like, okay, cool. Y'all, tell me why my cycle came on the day before the surgery. I was really freaking out. So go to the place. I think I was supposed to be like 7:30 in the morning. Mind you, I had on my undergarments for my protection for that time of the month. I had on some real short shorts up under it, and then I had on some big shorts on top of it. That I was expecting to take off during the surgery, but I was expecting to keep my little shorts on. She was like, you got to strip naked. And I was like, strip naked? She was like, yeah. I was like, what? She was like, yeah, like naked. So I'm thinking in my mind, she want me to take everything off except my undergarments. So that's what I did. When she walked out, I stripped everything off, and I just had on my undergarments. No socks, no shoes, nothing. I just stripped everything off, put my stuff in the bag, put it off to the side, and had my undergarments on. She came back, and I was like, I let her know because she couldn't see me, because at this point I'm covered up. I have the little sheet they give you to throw on. So I'm like, so just so you know, I didn't get completely naked. Like, I just left my undergarments on. She was like, no, you have to take everything off. Operation, you have to take everything off. Mind you, this may be common sense to a lot of people, but I have never had a surgery. I had one oral surgery where I got 4 wisdom teeth pulled, and I didn't have to take any clothes off. So at this point, this is my first time. And I asked a lot of fucking questions so I can make sure I understood, they understood, it wasn't gonna be no problem. Well, I can go get you a pad. So she goes and get this little pad, and I'm like, but ma'am, I need something tight to me. So she was like, you don't have no tampons? I said, I don't use tampons. Like, so she was like, well, I can go get you a Depend. When she came back with that big ass damn Depend, I was like, that still ain't gonna work because it can leak out on the side. So I was like, look, y'all got to figure it out, or I'm gonna call my girlfriend out of the waiting room, and I'm gonna come in here and explain it to her, and then y'all basically gonna have to hear it from her at this point, because that was not the expectations. So she told me not to worry. She was going to check with the operating nurse and see if that was necessary. So the operating nurse came in, and she was like, if the surgeon has to use some type of material based on the type, because I showed her the type of material my underwear was, which basically I had on cotton underwear and then like a girdle, so it's like silk. So she was like, your cotton will be okay, but your silk won't be. If he has to use some type of machine or material, it will have to come off. And I was like, okay, I'm okay. I'm cool with that. All I know is when they rolled me in that room, it was like glass. And it was just doctors. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw other people being operated on in the same damn room. It was like a big surgery room. And it was pretty. But all I remember was getting rolled in. And it stopped. And I probably looked from left to right. And that was it. I don't remember nothing else. Forward to after the surgery, it was just like I'm still just to not be so long in this video. I'm still not able to drive. I have to go to physical therapy twice a week. I'm not able to move anything on my right side from my waist down. I'm not able to really move anything if I'm in a resting state. Like I'm sitting down now, like I can't pick my foot up. I can't flex my quads, anything. Majority of my time in physical therapy, which I'll drop a video in so you can see, is I'm being hooked up to a machine that's supposed to stimulate my quad muscles to waken up so I can be able to put more pressure on my foot. I'm able to, or my knee, able to feel my knee and be able to do more exercises to strengthen it. I had this issue prior to the surgery, so now it's like weak as fuck. Like it's gone. So I was supposed to return to work on like the 7th after like a week and a half. He was like, you're gonna be out for another 3 weeks. And it's just been a struggle. Like, you know, from not setting expectation that I was gonna be completely naked. Oh, and then I forgot to tell y'all this. So at first I wasn't taking no pain meds because it wasn't like technically pain. It was just soreness when it was moved. But I ended up taking the pain medicine that ended up giving me making me constipated. I don't take pain medicine like that, so I didn't know I was possibly going to be constipated. Nothing dropping. So I was like, Tamikyo, dude, because she's a scientist. So I'm like, is any of my medicine has a side effect of constipation? She was like, she went and Googled it. She was like, actually, yeah, your pain medicine. So she was like, we're gonna have to get some stool softener and laxative. It didn't do anything like as quick as I thought. Who went to Chick-fil-A, came back, took a stool softener. Man, by 10 o'clock, my stomach was rumbling, but I still wasn't able to use the bathroom. By 2 o'clock, y'all, I just remember waking up. My stomach was cramping so bad. So I'm like, well, normally when I take my other laxative, I have to drink a lot of water. So now I'm drinking water. Babe was like, drink water. You got to drink plenty of water. And when I thought about it, I was probably dehydrated because I hadn't really had anything to drink for probably like, it's a lot of water, like I normally intake over the course of about 2 weeks. So I'm like, that only makes sense. So I'm gumping down. I'm telling y'all, like I go down like 4 bottles of water in like 2 hours. So I'm thinking I'm doing something. But the more I drank the water, the more sick I'm feeling. I remember waking up and was like, yo, it feels like I'm about to throw up. And before I can even like switch over to the other side of the bed to get out the bed, it was just like coming up. So now I'm throwing up. I'm like throwing up from 2 o'clock in the morning to like 4:30 in the morning, like threw up 3 or 4 times. And then I finally have bowel movement. Yeah. And then the next day, Tamikyo is sick. So it's like, at first I thought it was me. But then it was like, when she got sick, I was like, it can't be like, we got to be food poisoning because the only thing we shared in common is Chick-fil-A. We ain't been out the house. We ain't been nowhere. We ain't been around nobody. I went to physical therapy and back home, and everybody in there is masked up and separated. So at this point, it was like, you got a hurt. And then I hopped out of the bed so fast just off of not trying to throw up on her or in the bed that I think I sort of like strained my knee a little bit. Like it was real sore. Like everything was sore the next day. It was very, very sore. I couldn't even walk. Like I sat in the bed all day the next day. So it's just, man, that's my life update. Like, so, and I don't even know if Tamikyo told you, if I told you, it's been so much shit going on. It hasn't been easy. So I apologize if we haven't been uploading videos. But at the end of the day, I do have to take care of myself. Um, which I have been sort of neglecting for quite some time. Um, and it just shows how people, you know, I've learned a lot in the past 2 weeks with Tamikyo and the kids. Just everyone has pulled together and filled in where Shay couldn't. From Akira cooking some days and Kamari cleaning and stuff and assisting me getting up and down the stairs and checking up on me, just asking if is there anything I need, or not being smart mouth, like when I ask them to do something. Like everyone has really been putting in work. So I would just like to give a shout out to Meek and the kids and just say thank you. All my friends, family, and clients that have reached out, I appreciate it. My mom even came into town this past Saturday, and because Tamikyo had to work, where I could run some errands and stuff and get out, because I was about to lose my mind this past Friday. Like, I thought I was gonna have a mental breakdown. It was very emotional, very hard, and it just wasn't easy. You being homebound, like it's one thing to be out of work, but you can still drive. But when you can't drive, you got to depend on somebody who got their own schedule and their own stuff already, and it's like you can't move how you normally move. Like I really truly lost my independency, and that was the first time that has really ever happened to me. So I do appreciate my mom for coming on this Saturday and giving Meek a break and allowing me to take care of my business so we wouldn't get behind on some stuff. So yeah, that is the life update. If anyone has been praying for me, been thinking about me, I really do appreciate it. We're rolling into almost the third week. Monday, Tuesday be the third week. So just ride the wave, and hopefully we can put out some more content since I am able to move around a little bit better. But it was terrible, y'all. I couldn't even sit like 10 minutes straight, 10 minutes in the seat. I couldn't sit. Like I got to get up and move, like, or stand up. It's been very difficult, but I'm not here to complain. I'm just here to be transparent, let you know where we have been during the past couple weeks. And I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. Until next time, peace.